Sacrifice.
What's up everybody, Kinetic here, and welcome back to Soul Sacrifice on the PlayStation Vita. Today I'm going to show you a couple of things, a little bit of story, and a little bit of Avalon packs. Starting with the Avalon packs, because there's something that I want to talk about specifically with doing these solo. Now I'm going to take on the Atonement, which is the fourth one down, and I'm going over to Rolling the Rose. This is a battle against the Centaur, which as you can see, I've already done. I actually did this on my live stream with subscribers over the weekend, and it was a lot of fun, and it kind of made me feel like I want to show this to you in a video, and I also want to talk about the NPC allies just a little bit. So let's talk about that really quick. When you're going into a boss fight like this, you probably want to consider a couple of things. Obviously, what you want to bring is important. As you can see, this is what I've got for spell offerings. But you also want to think about, are you going to save or are you going to sacrifice if you're doing this solo with allies? If you're not doing this with allies, then you don't have to think about this at all. But if you are doing this with allies, and I do recommend you do bring along your allies for some quests, because as you bring them with you, I mean, for quests, and they gain experience and they become more powerful and they become more useful. They start out pretty weak, but they'll never get any power if you never bring them along. So yeah, take some time and run them on some quests. I'm going to take them on the Centaur battle, and what I'm thinking about doing is saving the Centaur again. And if that is my plan, then what I need to do is I need to pay attention to what allies I'm bringing along with me, because some of these allies prefer to save and some of them prefer to sacrifice, and you can tell by looking at the the little label there underneath. It says Ashala, which is the ally's name, and then it says Divine Arm 1, and what that means is that is the level of divine arm that this character has, which means that she wants to save, not sacrifice so much. So if you, for example, go on a Centaur battle and you bring along somebody with Divine Arm, and then you sacrifice, then they can get really upset at you, and they might even leave you, which is a pain in the ass, because then you have to get them back somehow. Think about that. If you want to sacrifice, then look through your allies. You can press triangle and it will show you. Actually, sorry, another thing you can do is you can press the right analog stick and it will filter the list. There's dark, there's neutral, divine, and that shows all of them. So if I want to sacrifice, then what you should probably do is select from the dark here. And these are all guys that are more than happy to sacrifice some bosses. If you save somebody while you bring them along, they'll get pissed off at you and they might even leave you. So think about that, guys. You may have noticed that, you may not have noticed that by now, but definitely think about that if you're going to bring allies with you on a quest. So Centaur is a fire-based boss, which means that I'm going to be using a lot of ice, and a great way to control Centaur, because he likes to run around, is to freeze him up. You know, get him in an elemental stun and then try to deal out damage after that. And something that we were doing in the live stream also is I was trying to get the people with me to not shatter the elemental stun instantly as soon as it happens. I know people want to do it because, you know, it's really good points and stuff like that, but really and we kind of counted it, there's about 10 to 12 seconds from the time that the boss is, you know, frozen or whatever, stunned in whatever elemental stun, before they will break out of it. So that's about, yeah, that's 10 seconds of ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? You want to use that. You want to take that time while the boss is controlled to deal out some damage, and then shatter with whatever the shatter combination is for the skillful attack. Plus, I also see a lot of people that are just clicking it. They instantly, they go, ah, bam, like that, you know, to quickly shatter it. But that's a total waste. The better way to do it is, for example, you'll see me do it here. Well, you'll just see me do it here. I'm gonna hold it for as long as I can, and the longer that you hold a charged homing spell, the harder it will hit. Alright, so let's see if we can quickly lock up there. Okay, so he's locked up. I'm actually going to turn around. My allies are going to hate me, but I'm going to use that opportunity to shoot a couple of mortars. And charge. Boom! Now that is getting the most out of your spells, getting the most out of the time that the boss is locked up. in an elemental stun. Instead of just instantly shattering it and not even charging it, which is what I see most people doing, take a second to try and get some other attacks in there, like a mortar shot, or, you know, maybe a melee weapon or something like that. Do something, and then charge up, 3rd level, boom! Look at that. And that's massive damage against him, I guarantee you. And it's much better, more efficient than just clicking your skills to instantly shatter an elemental stun. It's going to get harder here because I've been freezing him a lot, and now all my spells are breaking to try and get an elemental stun again. And there he goes. Now that's what he will do pretty early on, is he will run away like that. But I managed to get him locked up in a couple of elemental stuns really nicely before that happened. But I still need... Did I miss that bird completely? I did. Damn it, come back here. Alright, so my allies went over there to occupy Centaur. I really... Got you, bitch. Really want to refresh my spells a little bit more. Come on. There we go. Alright. It sounds like a Shala is in trouble. I need to get over there quickly. And Alfina. Oh, hello. How are you? For those minions, you don't have to worry most of the time. I mean, you may have to charge your spells to get them into an elemental stun, or to kill them with an elemental break, as I like to call them. Wow, they really went far. And there's all these, yeah, I can't leave these behind. Otherwise, the monsters will use them to increase their strength. Last time I did this, I was right on their heels. There we go. Okay, so now, as you can see, Centaur is really going wild now. He's in his next phase, and a lot more dangerous when he starts doing that. So now I'm going to change tactics a little bit. Yeah, because I do not want to be anywhere near that. Ooh, what's he doing? Alright, now I'm going to see if I can try and freeze him up. Nah. Come on, get that freeze. Oh, I broke his curse part. Come on, freeze, 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 freeze. Freeze, 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 freeze. Come on, freeze! Ah! I can't. Oh, wait, I think we just did. I think somebody... Yep. Another one of my members has ice. Boom! Oh! Look at that! Nice. The damage multiplier is really, really good when you're breaking an elemental stun like that, especially if you hold it. There he is. He's like, oh, I want to live. Ah, it disappeared. Damn it. Is there anything else that I can grab really quick before we finish this? Ah, looks like that's it. Okay, so maybe I should demonstrate what happens if I sacrifice this guy with 2 allies that want to save him. Nice! 570, under 5 minutes. Divine Sorcerer. Looks like I got a new sigil. Okay, so now here is where it will make a difference. If I overwrite the results in the sacrifice journal, that will mean that the previous time that I have saved Centaur, will actually mean that I didn't save him because I'm rewriting the journal, and instead I will write the results as sacrifice, which will mean I will lose him from my allies list, and then I will have to pay in lacrima to get him back. So I'm gonna say no. Ah, but look what happened. Ashala really was upset about me sacrificing the Centaur and not saving him. So now I've lost her, and I will have to pay lacrima to get her back. And the same for Althena, so there you go. I've actually lost both of them because I sacrifice when they want to save. Do I want to save? No, not really. I'm gonna go back to the previous results. So now, quickly take a look at the list here, and you can see there it shows them now as lost. If I press triangle, I can undo the loss, but it will cost me 50 lacrima. Now, in the future, like when you're sitting on thousands of lacrima and stuff like that, this won't be a big deal, but right now I've only got 215, which is kind of a big deal, and I don't really want to end up losing that much lacrima or making that kind of situation. So like I said, guys, make sure that when you are choosing who to bring along with you, make sure you already have in your mind set, are you going to save or are you going to sacrifice, because it makes a big deal to your allies if you bring them along with you. Again, this makes no difference if you are going solo and you don't bring any allies at all, then they won't care because they're not there. Alright, let's continue. We are now in chapter 3 of Several Years Later. Alright. Calling all sorcerers, exterminate these monsters. Grave Spike Goblin. Grave Spike. Grave Spike, Grave Spike, Grave Spike. Is that fire? I think, maybe. These guys might be fire-based. Grave Spike. I'm trying to remember all of the, again, the different goblin types. Their colors and the designs on their bodies like that. I have a feeling that it's fire, so I'm going to go with fire. Chances are it won't just be one type of element anyway when you're doing these types of quests, so I wouldn't worry too hard. Plus, it's just like, you know, it's sort of like a minion farming mission. It's not going to be that difficult anyway. So like I said in a previous video, you know, don't worry about it too much. Just whatever you bring is probably sufficient enough to get the job done. The difference might be that you won't be able to get points for vulnerability and a skillful attack. That's probably it. Or you might get lucky. You might get lucky, and even though you don't bring the right spells for whatever it's displaying as the cover goblin, maybe there's again another type. Now these guys, look at that. Okay, so they have the grave thing on them, but they are completely colorless. That may mean that they are neutral. Well, that's not their vulnerability. Oh, I hate when they go underground like that. They don't seem to be freezing very well, do they? Nope, they're just dying. That's fine by me. They can die. It's interesting. This is the exact same place we were for the Centaur battle. Pure coincidence, I'm sure. But this is a nice stage. It's very big. It has multiple sections to it. I like it. Let's see, can I get a freeze? No, I can't. These guys are just... yeah, they're very, very weak against the level of my homing skill. Whoops. I'm trying to avoid sacrificing any points to gain points, because I'm trying to go pretty much right up the middle right now. Ah, here comes the fire version. Right? Let's look at their backs really closely. And they... yep, that's what they... it looks like candles, actually, they have on their backs. Wow, he died fast. Come on, I need a... oh, you bastards. There goes my unscathed. Oh, did I get that? Skillful attack, yes I did. Okay, cool. Am I gonna get this? Yes. Sweet. That's why I hate these goblins. And when they go underground like that, sometimes it's hard to predict, I mean, which way that they're actually gonna go. But my score should be just fine. Yep, Divine Sorcerer, good enough. Thunder Drake Egg, nice. That's a lightning-based mortar type of shot. Got a new Phantom quest, and now I can undertake Avalon Pacts with Magdasar, who has a neutral arm. Interesting. Save progress? Yes, please.
魔物の死と引き換えに右腕の殺戮衝動が静まっていく。二名譲りの殺戮衝動。その暗い衝動に襲われる間隔が日増しに短くなっている。いよいよ自分は魔物に近づいているのだ。
さっさと出発しよ
う。マーリンは意気込んでいる。一刻も早く息子に会いたいといった様子だ。やれやれ、困った相棒だ。残念ながらマーリンがいくら望んでも彼の息子と出会うことはない。最初からそんな人物はこの世に存在しないからだ。世界が終わるまであと11日。この日記の書き手はマーリンと共に多くの時間を過ごすことになる。気心が知れた仲間だったはずだ。さあ、続きだ。
And that's the end of Chapter 3. For several years later, coming up, we'll be doing Chapter 4, of course, and then I'll try to, like I did with this video, mix in a little bit of Avalon packs as well, or maybe something from the Japanese version. I'm going to try and keep things interesting as much as possible, not just pure story, and also try to continue to give you guys tips and advice on how to do certain things in the game. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Click the like button, and of course subscribe for more. My name is Kinetic, and I'll see you guys next time.